Yeah,
At
that's
the end of
right.
the day,
Mm,
what is it that you really want in life? What
mm,
is it that you really want in life? When you really think about it, most people are going to be like, love, that, but it's not.
mm.
What you really want in life is to feel at peace.
Yeah,
You want to feel at peace and you want to feel content.
yeah.
I'm not even going to say happy because happy is a very elevated emotion,
Mm,
but content. You want to
mm.
feel okay. You want to feel content. So you
Yeah.
need to clear these things.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to do it at the same time that you're in your manifesting journey, because whatever you're manifesting is kind of like giving you that feedback, right?
Yeah, all the
So
time.
so
Mm,
if it's your specific person, he's giving you the feedback of what you need
mm-hmm.
to keep working on.
That's it.
If you don't have him, you don't know what you're working on.
Mm,
You kind
mm-hmm.
of don't know. So it's kind of
Yeah,
like they're like that feedback mechanism. Kind of like
totally.
money. You don't have it. If you don't have money, then that that's your feedback.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
your feedback. That's
that's
so
your
true.
feedback.
So
Um,
true. You don't even need to ask people what they think. If you know them, even just at work, and you hear them talk about different things, and you will be seeing what they're living through, what they focus on, what they say, what car they drive, what job they do, all of that is giving you information about what people really believe. So it's quite fascinating. And I think the specific person, or if it's a brand new relationship, once you get past the honeymoon phase,
oh yeah.
that is the time where you will learn such wonderful things about yourself. And if you can have a little bit of humility and just say, I'm going to work through my emotions, and I'm going to get off talking about it in groups and social media and
Oh
all
my
that. So I'm
God.
not talking. There's some groups. I mean, you and I met in a wonderful Neville group. That's where you and I met. And
Mhm.
I don't think all groups are
No,
not good. That group was
that group
amazing,
is a jewel.
and
Yeah,
it still exists, and it's still wonderful.
but
There's
it's
lots of.
closed. It's
Oh,
closed.
has
There no.
it?
Yeah, it's been
Ah,
closed for like 3 to 4 years. So
oh, I didn't know that.
the people that are still in there are in there, to
Okay.
kind of like use it as research,
Yeah.
but it's been closed for a
Mm.
while.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. But the
but
learning that you can do, whether you have a really good friend like I do for 30 years, that we talk about 4 days a week, and we do our appreciation, and we talk about what we're grateful for. We have set questions we ask each other, and we spend an hour having this conversation about 4 days a week.
that is
And
amazing.
it's wonderful. And we've grown up together, as in she's in her 70s and I'm in my mid 50s, but it's like we've spent 30 years from the 90s really going through stuff, breaking down the mechanics of things. Try this, and then YouTube sprouted. It's like, well, now watch this. And we share information every week about different things. And it is such a godsend to have that, and to have someone that you trust their view of things, because they've
Mhm.
got the same toolbox as you have. And
Mhm.
I think, whether you have a sister, a friend, someone in a law of attraction group that it was a really good group and you really enjoyed it, a neighbor, whoever, your mum, like you and I spend time with our mums and we have really good conversations with them. So having these people around us to be able to get a very good objective opinion about things, and that they will help you to work on yourself rather than blaming that person or blaming the bank account or blaming the boss or whatever it is. You know, it's like, okay, well, if that's in front of you, what have you got going on? It's like when someone can ask you that question, it's like, oh, okay. And you sit down and you think about it. It's not an attack. It's a thoughtful question that makes you then self-reflect with some humility and say, well, you know what, I've had fears, or I've felt abandoned or whatever, and this is now out picturing itself. So, and you know, you sharing about EFT and Ho'oponopono, I think, you know, there's such wonderful, amazing, I wouldn't even call them techniques. They're just tools that are incredible.
They're just tools. Mm-hmm. Listen, it's so important to keep on repeating the message, to stop talking and stop taking advice from people who do not have what you want to have.
That's it. Yes.
We love to vent, right? We think venting is releasing, but it's the way that you're venting. Are you venting to your friend who can't keep a boyfriend? You know, are you venting to a friend that's been married 3-4 times and it's just gonna tell you, dump them, you'll be by yourself, you'll do better by yourself? Don't listen. Don't talk about your stuff with these kind of people. They're going to set you back, and they're a reflection of your own limiting beliefs. They will only set you back. Also, though, you know, I talked about this in another video. Some people didn't really get it. Your quote unquote gut feelings. You need to sit with those gut feelings and learn how to dissect them, because a lot of the time, from what I have seen, the majority of the time, a gut feeling is not a gut feeling. It is a trauma response. It's a trauma response. It is a feeling that you get, feeling also known as a trigger. That you get based on something that is happening right now. So it's sort of like you have a fear of abandonment. And your person doesn't call you back right away. Immediately, you're going to feel something in your gut that's going to be like, oh my God, he's going to leave me. And if you take that as a gut feeling, you're going to be like, well, I'm going to do it first because I don't get dumped. And then you're going to go and you're going to have an argument, and it's going to end up into the same fear that you had. Is that, oh, I have a feeling they're cheating on me. No, you're having a trauma response based on something that's happened to you before, or based on something that you've seen happen with somebody else close to you. And you're reacting to that. And what's happening is that the more that you put focus into that fear, the more that you're manifesting it into your reality. So then when it does end up happening, you're going to be like, you see, I knew it. I felt it. No. You felt the fear, and you put so much focus on the fear that you created it.
That's it. And once you know that, because when you hear yourself or of someone you know say, you know, I just had this strong impulse to do something. And that's always a red flag for me, because I think exactly what you said is that, because there's two very different things. A trauma response and an intuition are miles apart.
And they don't come with the anxiety that you feel in your stomach, or the panic attack that you feel in your stomach.
That's it. And you're not comfortable, and that's why you want to make the action so that you can get rid of, or you think you can get rid of, but you can't, the feeling that's making you feel uncomfortable. So intuition
is probably like, you know, I walk down that street every day after work, and today I'm going to walk down the street, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take the other street today. There's some nice streets on that other street. Let me just go look at them. And then when you get back home after your walk, you realize there was an accident on the street that you used to take. You know? But when you got that feeling, did you feel anxiety? Did you feel any emotional pain? No, you didn't.
It was gentle.
It was just, it sort of felt like you changed your mind about something. You know?
That's right. And it's just, it's kind of like, Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And you just feel kind of like, oh, I'll go that way. But it's not like you say, there's no negative emotion attached to it. It's like just a little push from behind.
Mhm.
Go that way. I
Go
love
that
those
way.
moments. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of those growing up.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
And
Well,
you
that's
have
how
to,
I ended up in London. I had that
yes, you
message,
had that
a taste
nudge.
of London, good to go. And it came up on a billboard. And I had just said, God, give me a clear, obvious, unmistakable sign. I mean, I didn't think I was going to get something in the next 3 minutes. I was
Right.
just exasperated and I wanted to let go of the exasperation. But the intuition to do that in the car at the red light was strong. And
Mhm.
then it was like, oh, now I can let this go. Because and then it was like, bang, the evidence came within it was about 3 to 5 minutes from saying that amazing, well, the whole trajectory of my life changed from what
Changed.
happened at that red light on that day.
That is amazing.
It is.
These things
Yeah.
move so quickly
Yeah.
once you're like on the
Mm.
path and once
Mm.
you're open, and you just need to clear that shit.
That's
Clear it so
right.
that
Just clear it.
your
Mm.
possibilities open up
Yeah.
before your own eyes.
Mm.
Don't, like, stop feeling
Mm.
hold back. I was having a conversation with David Childerley, the EFT tapping coach, and I was telling him how, when I was a child, there was never any money to do any of the things that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, there was never any money when I wanted to go to the beach. My father would be like, no, I have to work.
Yeah.
So he said something very interesting. And he said, look at the association of money and negative feelings.
Mm.
Look at the things that you wanted to do and you
Yeah.
couldn't do because there
Yeah.
was no money.
Yeah.
So there is a negative association to money.
Mm-hmm.
You need to
Mm-hmm.
clear that.
That's it.
That's it. It's as
Mm.
simple as that. And
Yeah.
everyone has something to work on, and we're all in different levels. And when we
That's it.
manifest something, then we're ready to move on to the next step. And then that requires more work from us.
That's it. And you've mentioned quite a few really good things today, plus the Clear It videos that you've done. So I'm going to put
Mhm.
those down below so people can just go straight there.
Mhm.
And also for your wonderful meditation channel, which incorporates all the topics that we talk
All the
about:
topics,
love, money, work, relationships, body, all
everything,
these things. So
everything.
yeah.
There are meditations, there are videos of me talking,
Yeah.
ranting, because I love to rant. There's EFT tapping, there is Ho'oponopono. There will be more coming on, but there is a little bit of everything.
That's great. That's great. Well, thank you for sharing all that, because I think so many people get to a point where they've been doing Law of Attraction or Neville or Florence, or, they've been going to therapy, or they've been going
Mm.
to NLP or EFT, or, they've been dabbling in a lot of different things. And in the beginning, you do need to try different things because you don't know what's right for you. But for those people that are watching this today and they've been stuck, just not being able to shift old beliefs and still having the same situation with money or a new relationship or an SP or a bodily condition or whatever it is, your job, you just can't find what you want, to go back to these things that you and I know have worked, especially for those people that can't just affirm everything away.
And one last thing before we finish.
Yeah.
I've been saying this at the end of my videos. Realize that you are the most important person in your reality. Therefore, invest in yourself. Invest in your growth.
Yes.
And hold yourself accountable. Be consistent.
Yeah.
Because these things take time.
Yeah.
And they're not linear.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself. Think about getting a coach if you feel like you need a little bit of support, if you feel like you don't have anybody to speak about these things, and you do it. Invest in the process because you are worth it.
Yeah.
You invest in other things. If we were to look at how you spend your money, which is none of our business, but if you were to look at how you spend your own money, you would probably realize that you're spending money on something that you could use towards your growth.
What are you spending your money on, Mariana? And I want to know.
Buying vibration plates to vibrate all my jigglies.
Yeah. Oh God, that's so funny. Yeah.
Probably too much clothes. Too much clothes too. But it's kind of like hold yourself accountable. What is important to you? You have to be the most important person in your reality. Invest in yourself.
That's
You're worth it.
That's
if you have all of these things you want to accomplish, get somebody to help you.
That's it. Because we can't know everything all the time.
We can't know everything.
We really can't. And we need sometimes just a little guidance for certain periods of time to get back on track. And then you go, okay, now I'm okay for a while. And then you will hit another level when something else happens. And that's just life. That's life.
Listen, the highest performing people in the world, the richest people in the world, they all have coaches. They might not have them the whole year, but if they have something and they don't know how to do, they'll get a professional to help them go with it until they learn how to do it themselves.
Yeah,
so this goes for every aspect of your life, not just coaching for manifesting, but for everything.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Oh, good food for thought, Mariana.
Yeah.
Good food for thought. Well, thank you for popping on and having always a good discussion about, what's next, because so many people are on this journey that watch your channel, my channel, the LOA community, the Neville community, the Florence community, on and on, the well-being community. There's so many crossovers in all of these different fields now.
And everything works. You just have to figure out what works for you.
What works for you. And I think the being consistent is a really big piece where people drop the ball. So if you can remember, set alarms on your phone, remind yourself to do stuff. You don't have to remember everything. That's the phone's good for, it's like a personal assistant. Make it work.
You're so good at that. I need to start putting timers on my phone to remind me to work out.
Yeah, I put alarms on my phone for eye exercises, meditation.
I need to do that.
My training, I do my arm weights, I do my eye drops with my aloe vera because I'm trialing this other thing to get rid of my glasses fully. So it's like I don't remember all these things. So I just alarm for the whole week. And then it's like, oh, okay, can't do it now. I'm coaching someone. I'll do it in half an hour. And I just move it, I'm adjust it as I need to. But, being consistent is, I think, probably the hardest thing to remember. Yeah.
It's the hardest. And being consistent is what will get you there.
That's it.
Be consistent.
Yeah.
Being consistent is hard.
It is.
Keep trying.
It is. I think that's been one of the things I've improved the most over time, because I was totally inconsistent and then I'd never see results. And then I'd just give up and then go, well, this doesn't work. It's like, no, you didn't do it for more than 10 days. So you didn't see any results. So whether that's fasting, exercising, walking, eye exercises, arm weights, simple things like getting rid of, like all that stuff that women get as they get older under their arms. It's like, I thought, oh no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I just don't want that. When I was in retail, I had amazing arms because I was unpacking and moving boxes. As soon as I left retail and I started doing this work, my arms just went,
Listen, when I was in retail, I was in the best shape of my life. I didn't have any self-love, and I didn't have any, any confidence in myself.
Yeah.
But now that I look back at it, I had the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
And then
it keeps you fit.
Oh my
It keeps
God.
you fit, but God, it wipes you out too,
God, it
depending
wipes you out.
who you're working for. Well, thank you, Mariana. Do you want to say bye to everyone? I will then, and then we'll say bye in private.
Yes, so I love each and every one of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment or shoot me a message. My details are in the description box below.
Yep.
And until next time, bye.
Bye, everybody. I hope that we have given you some things to go and try or go into a little bit more deeply. And the links will be down below, as Mariana said, for all the things we discussed. And as always, we will see you on YouTube on our separate channels and sometimes together. Lots of love, everyone.
Bye.